Hi everyone. This is another one of my favourite tools of change. We call it the 4x4 breath. And it was many years ago that I came across Dr. Andrew Weil. And he's an amazing doctor, American, who believes in holistic as well as allopathic approach and bringing them together to produce whatever it is the client or patient needs. And he found this through his practice of yoga, going down the Indian knowledge of many thousands of years. It's to do with the prana breath. And, you know, every single place around the world, whether it's Chinese that have chi, Indian for prana, we in the West, breath, it's all the same thing. It's a word that means energy, a word that means breath. And when it's used, whether it's Tai Chi or Qi Gong or Prana or whatever it happens to be, it's all about the energy of the movement within the body and outside of the body. And we can access this power that sits within us, that flows through us, that energizes, revitalizes, calms us, brings us to that peace and tranquility within by breathing. And so yogis for thousands of years have used this as a preventative medicine tool, as a meditation, as a calming place, as a place of wellness, as a place to access the infinite wisdom and potentiality that we all are. So on a practical basis, this has been used by many people with breathing challenges, asthmatics, who've reported that it's assisted greatly. It's been used by many people who have anxiety type issues. It's been used by many people as a meditative tool. I like to use it regularly as a way to just remind myself about spirit within the daily activity of life. So for me, it brings me back to my core, back to the internal heart, back to the authentic self very quickly. And as usual with the things that I like, it needs to be simple. So as long as you can remember a square and the number 4, that's it. Everything else can come with time and, as usual, with practice. So for those that are looking for an enlightenment moment and a blissed out point with one go of this, yeah, maybe that's going to be your reality, and that'll be fantastic. And do comment below if that's for you. Some of us need to practice it a bit more to actually get the beneficial response. And on a purely physical level, imagine what difference it's going to make to each and every cell in your body if you're getting more oxygen around the system. Just that on its own has got to be worth a go. And again, in our busy lives, this is a great way of doing something for yourself, by yourself, with yourself, for just a few minutes a day. So all we do literally is imagine a square, and we breathe in for the count of 4. We hold our breath for the count of 4. We exhale for the count of 4. And then we go into stillness. No breath at all. No exhalation at all for 4. So I'll show you an example of it. So it's literally breathing in and holding your breath for 4. Exhalation through the mouth if it's comfortable to do so. And a non-breath for 4. And then we begin again. So really, if you can, if it's comfortable to do so, if not, then please do whatever is most comfortable for you. But breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth for this practice at the beginning. You know, there are different stages of this breath, and it's going to be very much my pleasure to explore some of the deepening meditative techniques you can do with this. But this is an introduction and to get us all going. So if you'd like to try it with me, just for 4, lots of 4. So here goes. So get yourself nice and comfortable. If you can sit up straight, that actually helps with the chest and the cavity area and the breathing and the diaphragm. So what we're going to do is some deep breathing. Is the diaphragm starts to get massaged. It massages all of the internal organs below the diaphragm, which really helps with digestion. It helps with the lung capacity, so it's getting that oxygen around the system and getting rid of anything that's no longer of the light or no longer of use, and carbon dioxide out of the system. So all of this interaction with energy is happening without you even thinking about it. So actually to put your conscious effort or conscious awareness onto the breath is quite lovely. So first thing to notice is most of us wear our shoulders up around our ears. So the first thing to do is just to notice, and you can have a look in the mirror. You potter along to a mirror and go, how high are my shoulders? Is just to, during the day, start relax them down. If they go to this point, it's like, okay, see if there's any more movement in there to drop them again. And when you think you're at the lowest point and they're more towards the floor than they are towards your ears, drop them again. Actually allow them to just drip towards the floor. Loosen yourself out so that you can actually get rid of some of that stress around the head and the neck and the shoulders, just easily. And then we begin. And we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and a stillness time, 3, 4. Breathing in, holding, exhaling, being. Breathing in, holding, exhaling, being. One more time, breathing in, holding, exhaling, being. And just relax. Just take a moment to check in inside of you. See if there's anything changed. Remember, our body always tells us the truth. So if we take the time, a moment in time, just to check inside to see if there's any changes that have been made, quite honestly, a very busy mind will go, no. But the more practice we do with that, the stiller we become, the more we ask, has there been a change? If so, what is it? It means that we start to become aware and more awake to what the body's messages are. And then when we're not actually actively looking, sometimes those messages can surface a bit easier, a bit faster, a bit more in time for positive change. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed this practice. Please try and use it as much as you feel you want to use it. If you have any anxiety and you really want to lessen the depth of it or the amount of times it occurs, if you can actually practice this when you're feeling okay, then remember to use it when you're starting to get anxious. It's a really, really, really valuable tool. Every human being gets nervous at some stage or another. So if you can practice this when you're relaxed, it means that when you're nervous and when you're grabbing at life a little bit, it comes back to you much more easily. Okay, so next time I catch up with you on the 4x4 breath, we'll actually use it with some colours and some light, and we'll start to deepen the practice as a meditative tool. My love to you, soul to soul. See you soon. Bye.